you on the replay who came here from the TikTok story, haircut. That's what I need. Much needed haircut. I'm gonna try to speed walk down there. It's quite a ways. Maybe you can come with me and keep me safe. Uh-oh, here's my ride. Let's get in, obviously. Who's in here? One person. We are at the mothership. Come on. Hey, Scott H. We're at the mothership. Looks like everyone's jaywalking, and I'll just be a little lemming. Follow everyone along. Whoa. Hey, look, that guy's going inside. He just went right inside. Huh. Is that a fishing pole? Oh no, it's not. Hey Osa! How are you all today? It's been a while. I've been kind of like focusing a lot of things from behind the scenes lately, but it didn't go the way that I was hoping, and so I decided to just kind of come back and talk to you guys and catch back up with you. I would say, what did I miss, except for I'm watching the streams at night, so I'm kind of up on what I'm missing. I'm on kind of a time crunch. I'm on kind of a time crunch, and I need to get a haircut. So I'm gonna walk. It's kind of far, so that doesn't make sense with the time crunch. So, who else in here? I see Osa. I see Nicholas. I see Scott. I'm here at the Hollywood and Vine intersection, famous Hollywood and Vine. Walk right across. Hey, nice to Nanya. So what's been going on where you guys are? I'm gonna try to keep the pace up as I'm walking. Let's let this be kind of like an exercise and an errand. I'm running my errands. I'm not technically running right now, but there's the famous Pantages. Any of you guys seen a show here? There are no bad seats in this theater. For a big theater, it's so small that even the back row ZZ offers a fine view. What's the info center looking like? Oh, that's way past behind me. But if it looks like it did yesterday, there's this new security guard there who I've never seen before, and he's not dressed like the other security guards, and he has a thick accent. Go. Okay. The new Amoeba Records, it used to be over by the ArcLight Theater. They moved it here. Danny, hey! How's you guys' ride or drive? Are you back yet? This one thing I don't like about YouTube is One thing I don't like about YouTube is they don't let you bring somebody up into the box. That's something TikTok has so much better than YouTube. We have to like join streams or something, which sounds like it's something either from Ghostbusters or some I was gonna say something severely inappropriate. I can, this is my stream. Like a bad golden shower joke. You're in New Orleans. Cool. Are they reopening? I don't know their plans, but you know, they have that security guard out front. Sometimes people go in or out with the security guard. Someone just went into the mothership building. I saw someone go in. I want to see how fast I can get to this place, even though it's kind of far. Do you want to talk to me, like, just curious, guys? Do you want to talk to me where, like, you're looking at me and I'm talking to you, or do you want to look in front of me and do you want to watch my back or my front? Am I still teaching? Yeah, I still work. Actually, I've been working more than normal because I work with kids and they had that spring break recently. And so when the kids have spring break, I work more because I'm not formal school, I'm private school. So they're off more during the school holidays, and so they need me more. So, good question. There's your answer. Do you have a preference between the front and the back facing camera? While I'm doing something like this, it's not really Scientological. Oh. Should I? Maybe on the way home I'll stop. Episode of Walking and Talking with everyone's favorite host, Mindy Willens. So, oh man, you know what actually I was gonna do before I got on this? I was gonna, you want Lurch Brad? Yeah, I don't know. I can't get him on my stream. Not right now, I don't know. Let me call him up. Oh, my phone's on live. Hey, Lurch. The viewers have spoken. Oh, he says no. He says he's gonna duck behind the counter. You'd rather see me? I'd rather see you guys. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. I was gonna go and look at my list of stories that I haven't. Like today, I might get boring or something and not have any stories to tell. I wonder what stories I have. I have like a whole spreadsheet of stories because I work with kids, so they always want to know all these stories, and so I started writing them down. And I've got no shortage of stories, but as soon as there's like a lull in the conversation, I blank. I'm the worst. And I'm also the best. The worst and the best at the same time. They're just too busy putting on a fake mustache in disguise. Wait, I thought that was Cam does the fake mustache. Cam's the fake mustache guy. Ugh. I keep losing you guys when I go on a hike through the canyon, so I thought, why don't I just go jogging through the dangerous parts of Hollywood. I had a really, I can tell you about the time that I've had my scariest time walking around Hollywood. Want to hear my scariest story? Now, I want to preface the story by saying that I don't, how can I say this in a way that won't be misconstrued at all? I support aid for unhoused people and compassion also, and for all people, housed and unhoused people. So, I'm going to preface that. I always thought like people who are unhoused in Hollywood and other places, like they're just doing their best to enjoy their own lives, and if I don't bother them, then they won't bother me. And that was always my take on it. And then this one story happened. I was actually by the blue building, and this was years before I ever protested Scientology. So I didn't have blue building in my mind at all. Actually, what it's next to is that big hospital, the Presbyterian hospital. And that's where Chris went when he got attacked. And it's right by the blue building. And I was walking out of an appointment from that hospital, just like a normal appointment, like I'm okay, but just a checkup. And this woman was laying on the bench outside of the hospital. And when I was walking, like there's like a bus bench on the side. And as I was approaching like this, I'm just like on the sidewalk, walking to the corner to be picked up by my then husband. I use my quoting fingers for those of you who know that it was a big scam and he was already married to someone else. But that's another story. So I was walking over to the corner and I had to pass this bus stop where this woman who appeared to be unhoused was laying on the bench. And she like shot her eyes open at me like huge and jumped up off the bench and like leaned, put her like hands kind of behind her back and leaning towards at me a little bit with like big eyes and showing her teeth. And so I'm gonna try to get this light, trying not to make her feel confronted. Woo. Put my eyes to the floor so that I didn't want her to feel like I was trying to stare her down or confront her. Eyes down, and I made like a big wide circle around that bench so I didn't walk directly past it. But I was watching out of the corner of my eye. And when I got like kind of to the end of back to the sidewalk, she lunged at me and had a big rusty knife, like a big one. Not that a little one would be any safer, right? Maybe a little safer, but not safe in general. Lunged at me with a big knife and swiped at me. And because I was watching at the corner of my eye, I ducked right in time and I ran. And she was chasing me with this knife. And I was like, there's nobody around. I was like looking for like people. And I just ran the direction across the intersection that was green already and ran into the nearest store. And I was like, lock the door. I didn't tell you this part, but she was yelling things at me too. Like, I don't want to tell you what she was yelling at me, but really bad things. And telling me that she was going to cut me pretty much and that I better run. And this was a long time ago. This is not recent. Like 2 years, 3 years, 2.5 years, I don't know, something like that. And so I ran into that store and I said, lock the door. And the owner did lock the door. And she was like looking in through the window and then pacing across the street. And anyway, after that happened, like I've never had a fear of like strangers on the street. I mean, you have the regular fear of like, I don't want to gender this problem because everyone has this problem, but as a woman myself, like the fear of people wanting to maybe take more than my purse, right? And now I have sometimes this fear of somebody behaving unpredictably, erratically, dangerously. I'm getting across here. That maybe that they're not in reality. That they looked at me, this woman looked at me and didn't see Mindy, a person who she doesn't know and who's really nice, but instead saw maybe a monster from her childhood, somebody who hurt her, or maybe it was like a real monster. You don't know, because this person was not rooted in reality at the time. Hey, Papa Smurf. Yeah, you're right, Osa. Who knows what's on the knife? And the dirty, yeah, stabbed by a dirty, gross. I mean, the only benefit that I could think of the whole situation, and I was thinking it at the time, I'm like, at least it's right in front of the hospital. That was a thought that crossed my mind. I was agoraphobic for about 2 months after that. I had a lot of trouble, like just going for a walk outside right outside my apartment. I had a lot of trouble going for a walk. Then I moved to Hollywood, where I live now, and and one thing I did to combat my fear, because it was a real fear that was going on, was I went around and I introduced myself to all of the unhoused people in the surrounding blocks. And I tried to kind of make friends with them. And I felt like if someone were to attack me, that the rest of them would help me. Or like, leave Mindy alone. So, that's a little story time. You'd rather get hugged? I'll hug you. No face. Yeah, no, I'm totally fine. Oh, Papa Smurf, this was 2 years ago. I was just telling a story about something that happened to me that kind of was the impetus of I wouldn't say irrational fear, of a fear that I developed, and how I also combated that fear. I thought it would be an interesting story to share, especially because it happened right outside the Blue Building. Yeah, she wasn't out there offering free hugs. I would have been suspect of the hug too. By the way, if you're ever in Hollywood, this is my favorite of all the Thai restaurants, and we're in Thailand. I might as well just stop and show you for a second. Swanshim! Sawadika! My favorite of all the in the area. You protect me? Protect me! Do you want to still watch this way, or do you want to watch forward? You guys let me know. We're going to run an errand for a much needed, drum roll please, haircut. I really like this girl who does my hair. I don't know. I'm really picky, and I never like it when it's done, like for anyone who does it. I'm just like, whenever I see my hair is done, I'm usually like, something I have to work on myself is like, I never like it. But really, it's not their job that they did that I don't like. It's like the visage in the mirror and myself I don't like. I don't blame the person. But she knows me. She deals with me. Out of everyone who does do it, I like the way she does it the best. Sometimes when I destroy it with record an outdoor walk. Okay. Sometimes when I just destroy it with a bad box dye, she has to fix it for me. And she lives down by where I used to live when I had this happen to me. That's probably what's making me think about it right now, is because I used to go out walking and like jogging in Hollywood area so much. And that stopped me from doing it so often. There was like a mental block I had after that happened. But I'm getting over it. Stronger every day. Stronger every day. Did you guys get over what happened last night with Scotty? Holy moly, his eye. You haven't had an haircut in 20 years? I have no patience. Like when it starts getting like the way it looks now, where it's like, I don't know, kind of dead at the bottom. I want to cut it off. And then I'm mad that it's not longer. I go, can you give me a haircut that makes it longer? Shut up, Mindy. Yeah, that was madness. I ran down there with Jess and Cam. I'm glad that he knows that he's supported. Thanks, Dorothy. Yeah, I really try to be you know, I believe the children are our future. I believe that, and a lot of people don't agree with me. My mom doesn't agree with me on this. But I believe that, that we are all each other under different circumstances, like life circumstances and genetics. That like if you have the same genetics as this other person, I want to cross the street too. That if you have the same genetics and all the life experiences, the same things that happened to you or you went through as this other person, that you might have made the same decision as this person who you don't like. That's how I think about it. Like, oh, somebody did something or somebody is a certain way. I don't like that. Or they hurt people, or, you know, they're wrong. I believe that this is what helps me have compassion, is that if I were under the same genetic circumstances and life circumstances, I might make the same choice. So I try to have like approach this stuff with understanding. Yeah, you got a shiner. For sure, No Face, you got a shiner. So I was taking, Papa Smurf, I was taking protection with me, but after what happened with Danny, they all got in trouble for having pepper spray. So I worry about that. I'm not going to tell you if I have it on or not, but I did used to always have it on, and there was a point where I'm like, ooh, is it going to count against me to have it on, even just for protection, even if I don't use it? Which is a really scary predicament to be in, especially when you're like me, when you're like local and you want to participate in helping move the cause forward, but you're alone. You don't have a partner to kind of go with. That's why I love when No Name D comes. We can go together. Okay, bye, Papa Smurf. No worries, D. I should take some karate classes. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. Self-defense classes. No worries, D. I think we're good. I'm always glad to see you, though. Always glad to have you in here. By the way, I'm also streaming on Twitch, so if you have Twitch, I hear the video is better over there. So I signed myself up actually for adult beginner gymnastics classes. That sounds like fun, right? Yeah, going with others is safer, but it's because we're not a group. It's difficult to coordinate because there's no coordination. Really, I start watching, and when I see people out there, and I'm like, oh, if I was out there, there's other people out there, so I'm not alone. But then getting out there, I'm like, ooh, Ubers really add up. Yeah. So, what other stories can I tell you? Somebody made a recommendation earlier. I was telling a story in the middle of the story, so I didn't really see it. Dorothy, I see you in here being active in the chat. Let's talk. Dorothy, where are you from? You like the pigtails? I double guessed myself, and I was like, oh, should I do it? You like the pigtails? They're not like, I don't know. I think one's always wonky. This one always has a weird little kink in it, like a Pippi Longstocking. Did you ever watch that? I watched Pippi Longstocking when I was little. What's going on here? I wasn't born in Cali. Illinois, Dorothy. Me too. I was born in Illinois, in Chicago, Illinois. Actually, in Chicago, the city, not one of the surrounding suburbs, which is the way that you know I'm really from Chicago, because you know people from Illinois, people from Chicago around there. You know, as soon as somebody says Chicago, what's the first question? Where in Chicago? All the suburbanites saying they're from Chicago and they were born in the suburbs. But I've lived here ever since. Hey there.
Hi there.
I've lived there ever since, yeah, weird coincidence. You following me now, Dorothy? Just kidding. Come follow me. Join my walk. It'll be a nice, sobering walk. I should be going out this weekend. No name D out there. She promised. I'm glad I met up with Jess yesterday and Cam just at the right time, because we were able to go down and check on Scotty together. Gosh, and like they got really close with Laura too. She is a force. I don't need to tell you guys that. Preaching to the choir. She swore it. Yeah, Dee swore it. She's gonna come. You don't want to scare me, but you're older than Pippi Longstocking. You're gonna be 72 on Monday. Oh wow. You made it. Only the lucky ones make it. Only the lucky ones make it to that age, to all these ages. That's what I was saying to myself, like every age that I turn. Ooh, only the lucky ones make it. I think of, you know, it makes me very sad. I think of those who didn't, you know, gone too soon. I don't know much about what Doug's up to. Why don't you reach out to him? I'm sure he would really appreciate it. The cops were actually professional last night. I know, right? I was a little bit suspicious. They're acting right. I like that. Hi. Laura is an army of one. You're right about that. Yeah, this is live, Blanco. Is the pictures better over there on Twitch? I'm talking to a Twitch person. No way? Let's go! Do I know you, Blanco, from anywhere else, like YouTube or whatever? I appreciate you coming onto the Twitch stream. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Hollywood. On a walk and it feels so good. There's the bum on his barroom stool. He wishes me luck on my way to school. That's from Hairspray. I just changed the word Baltimore to Hollywood. It changed a little bit. Ooh. You're like, when are you gonna get to where you're going? It's a long fucking walk. Thanks, yeah, I know. Do my best. Do my best. You know, it's like, I try to motivate myself to get out and just like, I need to get daily freaking exercise. And having you with me really motivates me to just get up and do it. Going over to the old side of town where I used to live. My favorite hair cutter, hair salon, stylist. Leah, where are you? I didn't see you. Mindy's a hero. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. You're so funny with that. I'll take it. I'm not gonna fight it. You're a hero named Mindy. So you guys are in New Orleans. What are you gonna do in New Orleans? Tell everyone. Any voodoo? Biceps reveal. Gosh, I know I say this a lot. Mindy, pictures or it didn't happen, right? I used to be a really, really fit person. I used to be a really, really overweight person. And then I got to be a really, really fit person. Like I went to the gym a couple hours every day and was fucking strong. And now I'm I don't know what I would call myself. Average Squishy? Huggable? You never been to Hollywood? Do you appreciate when I show you things like this? That's the Griffith Observatory. Very fit. Will you be my date to the prom? I'm definitely curvy, that's for sure. Thanks, lady. Ageless beauty. Yeah, when people ask me how old I am, I go, timeless. Queen Mary's Stream, I want to. Yeah, so Dee, you want to do that? Let's plan it. We'll do it together. Maybe we'll find a ghost. Call yourself Fluffy. Dorothy. I should hike up there? Oh my god. Well, I do hiking, but it's not a good experience for you guys because it's there's a lot of buffering. Oh my gosh, I just kept going. I'm supposed to turn. You guys distracted me. I should have turned a while back, actually. I'm on a time crunch. It's all right. There's enough time for everything. Ooh, here's a good story I could tell you. So, every year for my birthday, I make a wish, and it affects the rest of my life. And it's been working. I gotta be more strategic about my wishes now that I know that it works. Steph are planning that too. Ooh! Hey, why don't we all four do it? I think Steph and I were talking about that when she came on to stay the night. Steph, am I right? Let's do a group thing. Yeah, let's do it all together. I did the ghost tour one time. It was like the big paid one, but that's not like the real ghost tour. The real one is when the staff lets you into it, unlocks the secret room that they don't ever rent out and stuff like that. You get to go in there. My mom got that. I think you and Candace got that. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Passing a school. Ghost hunting at the blue building, but we can't go inside. Yeah, they don't let you record. Oh. Yeah, but hey, Danny Brink. Oh, it's Danny Brink finally decides to join us. Just kidding. I'm just teasing him because he's been really busy with his new baby. His beautiful new baby. All right, Dee. Well, I've got a spirit box. When I thought I was going to do some ghost hunting, I got a bunch of materials, so we can try those out. Well, the room wasn't too scary inside when you're not alone and the lights are on, right? I was gonna tell you a story, but I forgot it. It was a good one too. Huh. Maybe it was too controversial and I suppressed it. Because I'm suppressive. I'm a suppressive person. People call me that sometimes. Usually when I wear goldenrod colors. Want to see in front of me? Not too much. Oops. All right. What time is it? I have my watch. But my watch isn't telling me what time it is. Oh yeah, it is. 12:15. 12:15 right now. Scarier outside that room. Very eerie. Like in the hallway, you mean? Come play with us, Danny. Forever and ever. Gosh, I wish I would remember what ones. Got some doozies. Cars are scarier than babies. You used to work in LA? Oh, Mickey. You're waiting for anything? You mean in the Queen Mary? Is pretty legit. Oh, you mean the empty, when it was the empty one, or the real? It's empty, right? Or am I wrong? I had something fly in my eye. It's pretty windy. Should have worn some eye protection. It's better now. Waiting for things to be thrown. Gosh, my eyeball. It's okay, I got another eyeball. I've got two of them. Just an extra one just in case of an emergency like this. Not up to code, so they can't use it. Oh. What else? Please don't leave your dog poo. Camera on to see you. Thanks. Oh, excuse me. I got this shirt at the Full Moon Festival in Kopangan, Thailand. Have any of you guys been to Thailand? Queen Mary is in major need of renovation. Yeah, they need the ghost hunters. That's probably their primary source of income, are ghost hunters. You know, I'm getting a lot of messages. Well, I was getting a lot of messages. It's been a little while.
Be careful, because there's a guy with a mask. He's got a full mask on and he's trying to break car windows.
Yikes. Right this minute? Where?
That little spot right there.
Wow. Thanks for telling her and me. Jeez. Guys. Who's getting a facelift now? Oh, the Queen Mary. Did you hear that? What I heard? I'm not crying. It's the thing that flew in my eye. Right? There's some guy trying to break into cars or something. I think they're gonna call the police. I'm actually really close to the blue building. Can I even see it from here? Yeah. Alright. Hey guys, is Scotty at the blue building? Can you guys tell me real quick if Scotty's at the blue building? If he is, I'll run over and say hi. Just like a quick hello. And I want to walk towards it and see if you guys can tell me. Any of you guys let me know? Hey, no face. Turbo. Yeah, right. He's on Hubbard Way. Let's see if I can find him. I am on a time crunch. But there's always time for a hug. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. There's enough time for everything, and I was trying to tell you about it. It was a Thailand story. All right, I'll tell you. Hold on. Let me just... He's at blue? Cool. All right, I'm going to run in for a drive-by. Hugging. bring home from the hair place. It's worth it to get a hug from your friend. Don't tell him I'm coming! It's too late, you all told him, huh? It's alright. I see the familiar van. You can't miss it. I'm gonna go. Hey, thanks, Eva. Hey, Eva. How are you? Can you guys see me in his? Am I a creeper? I'm gonna stop crazy.
Oh my god!
How are you? I was just walking to go get a much needed haircut. And I was like, I wonder if Scotty's in the blue. Oh, let's see that. Oh, yep. Yeah, you got the shiner.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
There's a battle wound.
I was just showing him my doll.
Like a boss.
You
Let's
see my
it.
doll?
No, show us. 4 DOA from Clash with Bow. Is it Bow? Pronounced Bow?
Bow, yeah.
Okay. Is that you?
What?
No. No, it's not you.
No.
Oh, it's a pig.
Yes, one of the Mexican Free Press said he paid $500 for one of these.
Holy moly.
So Bow is used to be a First Amendment streamer. Now he's like he originally was an IP2 streamer. Then he turned to First Amendment audits, and now he's like a restreamer. And these are a limited number of dolls, and people pay big money for them.
Oh my gosh.
And so
Hey, you're the lucky one.
I'm giving you my number. I'm a journalist. Can you call me?
Yeah.
About the stuff. I'm not going to linger here. But
Yeah.
call me the number.
Thank you.
Wow.
Nice. That's why you come every day. Every day I meet a different person. Well, the noose is what's interesting, because a lot of my friends who are directionists, who hang to the left side of the direction, they are very anti-police, and a noose symbolizes racism. But now we have a police officer with a noose, and I love that it then throws in an
extra twist.
a twist to the whole directionist thing.
Twist.
And so, yeah, that was a journalist. And so I talked to her before I even went live. I actually talked to her. She was sitting in the cafe over here, and she came to talk to me, and Odo came up and tried to stop her from talking.
Wow.
And I was like, if you talk to me, they're going to trespass you from that table. She was just sitting there on the table and was fascinated that I was in my car.
Oh, wow.
And I told her about Bob Ferris. And then so she's sitting there like smiling, just watching me like break down right there. And so she was sitting there the whole time I was broken down, allegedly. And yeah, so now
You're broken down literally with your car or emotionally?
Well, both.
Both.
I told them I broke down. But so that's important, because now that just came into a journalist.
Yeah. That's awesome. You're a magnet for progress.
Yes.
I love that about you.
We're,
How did you put up your, okay, because I have a hammock too, just like yours.
Okay.
And where did you put yours up?
between the two trees?
Just there?
Yeah. But we could do it anywhere. We could put it up between these posts here.
Yeah.
I have an extra strap too, and I'm actually going to order some long straps,
Uh-huh.
because we're going to do an occupation here. coming up, I'd like to do like a week occupation where everyone
Like lives.
like that we could make a timetable,
Yeah.
so that people could come and go,
Yep.
and so that it's occupied 24 hours.
Right.
And try to do like a week-long occupation where there's just a tent city, and we could just have people coming with couches, and we could just line this whole fucking place up with old couches and shit.
I have a, you know, in my house, I have that like folding couch.
Yeah.
It's easy to transport.
Yeah.
And I've got a tent, and I've got a hammock. Hey, Matthew.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Well, I'm just going to go get a much needed haircut.
See you.
All right.
See you guys. Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Of course, I couldn't not when I was so close.
Thank you.
Great to see you. And one last night too. Take care.
Bye.
Oh, I want a VIP room at the Tent City.
Okay, I gotcha.
Okay. He's the freaking best. I love that man. All right. Do I even have time for a haircut with all these stops? Tent condos. For those of you who don't know, do you remember when Chris got attacked? I came to the blue building, I'll just show you. And I was going around the blue building, up and down all those surrounding streets. This is where he was. And I was like getting back on live, like, where is it? Where is it? Everybody, somebody tell me where he is. He was like right there. He's like right there. Bunk beds. I might as well just go this way. Yeah, I'd like to come out and occupy. Gosh, my eye's really watering from whatever flew into my eye. Probably a fly. You'll protest in Tent City? You keep getting unsubscribed. I think a lot of people are unsubscribed. I bet it's like YouTube and like my TikTok's been really weird too. I've been posting on TikTok, so they're probably just punishing me. But every time I post, every single post, I'm telling you, no matter what it is, it gets reported for branded content or hate speech or whatever, and it's so ridiculous. So, I mean, fake Mindy's got more friends than me. Those who know. You don't get Mindy's notifications? Yeah, why don't you? Can you all just make sure that you're notified and all that? Usually I don't say things like this unless I'm protesting because it's not so important. But it's affecting it so that when I do go protest, you guys aren't even notified to come and watch. So it is important all the time. Mindy happens to show up in DOA, gets a journalist card. Yeah, it's so great. I seem to be like, there's been a lot of right place, right time things happening lately. I don't know. Yeah, Danny, is that true? I feel like suddenly, like the videos aren't getting the reach that they were getting like only a few weeks ago. Oh yeah, everything happens for a reason story. I got a great story for you now. Mindy, don't look at junk on the side of the street like you want to take it home. It's a disorder. It is a disorder. We're gonna tell a story of my birthday wishes story. Thank you, Dorothy, for remembering. So, okay, how do I say this? I'm the kind of person who, that's not the good beginning of the story. Okay. What was my first wish? I forgot what my first wish was, but it came true. From then on, it always came true. Gosh, I forgot what it was though. I used to always know it. I haven't talked about this in a while. Okay, so this last year for my birthday, I wish that ever there was enough time for everything. Like I always feel rushed. I'm always like, my biggest stress comes from like not being late. So preparing ahead of time to make sure I'm not late. I spend a lot of time before, oh, it's in my eye again. A lot of time before I have to be somewhere, doing everything I can to make sure that I'm at that place like 10, 15 minutes early. And I have enough time for parking. And I have enough time for, like, what if I get lost? And what if there's an accident? And so I do my best, but I also stress myself out big time for promptness. Why is it? I don't know. Like, I don't know. But it takes up a lot of my life. Oh, I'm going to be late for that or whatever. Or I'm going to be on time, which is late to me. And then I went to Thailand, and everyone was talking about how this island that we're on, like this was right after my big divorce. We didn't technically have to get divorced because we were never technically married because it was a scam. Sorry. I'm not crying. It's the thing that flew into my eye. I know it sounds like an excuse. Shoot, it's still in there? You see it? Sorry, is that gross for you? I'm used to having a mirror or something I could look at. Dang. Burning. Now I got my sunscreen in my eyes. Okay. Everyone was talking about, so I went to Koh Phangan. This was during COVID. And so nothing was open. It was not for partying, even though I got this is called the full moon party. I got it at a thrift store in Thailand. A thrift store in Thailand. That's where I do my shopping when I go abroad, by the way. I go to the local thrift stores and I get real Greek clothes or Thailand clothes or like the things that the Thai people wear, the Greek people wear. Not necessarily made there, but this is what they wore because this is from the thrift store in that town. And I spend so much less than everybody else who's getting new stuff. And it's usually my favorite things. They end up being my favorite items of clothing. So I didn't go there for parties. I went there for healing. I didn't care about really, I felt like I wasn't made for this world. I was that depressed. I just wasn't made for this world. I don't fit. I'm a love machine. And this world is like a money machine. And I just was so depressed. And are you saying hi? Hello, how are you? And everyone was saying this island is like a smaller island that's not like the big main tourist islands. And everyone's like, why aren't you going to the monkey island or the elephant island or whatever? I was going to the Mindy island. I was going to get Mindy back because I was broken. And anyway, everyone was talking about how this is a magical island. And I was like, okay, whatever. So they're just romanticizing it. And it was true. Like I would say, hey, where's so-and-so? And they would zoom by on a scooter. Like I didn't have a phone. I didn't have phone access or like transportation. I was walking everywhere. Everything was kind of far from each other, but I was walking. And so but I would say, oh, I wonder where so-and-so is. And they would zoom by on a scooter. I wonder where, I need such and such. And I'd turn around and there was a big sign, such and such. Like no matter what, like even the day before I left, oh, I wish I could say goodbye to so-and-so. Oh, there's so-and-so. and like magic. And I was on the beach and I saw like all these little sparkles in the sand. Oh, and everything happened at the right time, like timing, like no matter no matter what I did, even I was like, oh, there's no, let's do this anyway, even though there's not enough time for that. There ended up being enough time. I'm kind of speeding through the story and it's missing a lot of nuance, but then I was at the beach and I saw like this big like boulder, and it's like an entire quartz crystal. And I've never been like, oh, magic crystals, but I think crystals are pretty, and so I've made a lot of jewelry out of them, and I like crystals, even though I'm not like, ooh, magic, not like that. But in this case, there's a huge boulder that was a quartz crystal, and then I looked down, and like every little rock on the beach was a quartz crystal. And then I like picked up the sand, and it's like so sparkly. The sand is all quartz crystals. So apparently I found out the geology of this island is like primarily quartz, which is pretty incredible, I thought. And so anyway, the wish that I made was just that there would always be enough time for everything, and I could stop stressing about time. And coming back on the airplane every day, I do my best to be on time places, but if things set me late, if things set me behind, it always, every single time, I'm telling you, since then, has been okay. Like, even if I am late, my boss was later, or they're not ready yet when I got there, or the appointment or whatever it is changed. Or it didn't matter at all. Nobody noticed. I have not been in trouble for being late, not once since. And so I feel that anxiety rising when I'm running not on time. And I have a new mantra. It's like, there's enough time for everything. There's enough time for everything. And that is what made me do things like, even though I'm kind of running late, run down and give my buddy a hug. There's enough time for everything. I wish I could tell you some of the specific stories, but some of them are like really personal, of like wanting to have something happen and then whoa, just like that. And then, but it's carried over. And I brought home a jar, as silly as this sounds, I brought home a jar full of like pebbles, like quartz pebbles from the beach and all around. Ugh, I think I kicked some poop. And I gave them out to good friends after coming home. Like, here's like a little bit of Kopangan, a little bit of the magic of Kopangan. Joey girl, you're awesome. Thanks, Dorothy. I wasn't really reading the chat while I was thinking, so I get distracted so easily. But what else? Yeah, the magic of I think the magic is inside. But gosh, what was my last wish last year? Because it came true too. What was it? And when this one was coming true, I was like, whoa, this is like the second time in a row. I gotta be more intentional about my wishes. Gotta wish some better things. The lump on my head right here, you mean this big pimple? This is a pimple. It's healing. This is you can see it. Here's a good story. When I was 4 years old, I was climbing the playground, the slide at the playground at Dairy Queen, and in Texas. That's where I lived. Gosh, I didn't think it was that obvious. Thanks! Who cares? I am who I am. If I was going to be a model, I'd be a model. Anyway, I was climbing this slide at Dairy Queen, and the slide was broken, and I fell right through the slide, and the part of the slide hurt, like scratched my head like open, really close to my eye. Now that I'm like telling the story now, I didn't ever think about before how close I was to losing one eye for my entire life. But anyway, huge like hole in my head. And my dad's a doctor. I'm a model with a lovely pimple and all. Thank you, Joey girl. I'm a pimple model. Anyway, my dad's a doctor, and my mom, they asked for ice to wrap up in my dad's shirt. My dad took his shirt off to put ice in his shirt so that he could drive me to his office and sew me up. And Dairy Queen would not, even though I was like bleeding all over my face, wouldn't give us ice. And because they were afraid that we would sue them if they helped with, like medically helped us with by giving us ice or something. And we weren't like suey people, but because they didn't give us ice, we sued them. And that was my first car. And it was a crappy car. It went into a trust for me till I turned 18. The end of that story. My dad, oh, not the end. My dad sewed me up himself, and he's not good at sewing. And every person he's ever sewed has a big scar from it. My eye. Where? It's not suture self. Suture self. Suture, because we're talking about sewing people up. Is that, did you just make that name just now? Just kidding, but seriously, my eye. All right, I think it's gone now. Maybe I need to like, nope, it's not gone. I think I need to go into the bathroom when I get to the hair place and fix my, all right, I'm almost there. I'm the best kind of model, a role model. Aww. That's what I like. That's more important. And I clean up okay. Who's there at Easter? Oh gosh, my eyeball. I'm almost there. I need to wash my eye. Please, let me in quickly. Almost there. Here we go. Hi, Concepcion. Well, and yourself? I'm gonna go into the restroom. How are you? All right. Wash this face. Right. All right. I know, right? It just hurts so much. You see it's turning red? Get some soap. Is this something you would have preferred not to see? I have to get to know you guys better. Let me get a close-up look at my pimple. I'm gonna take a look in the mirror real quick. All right, I think we're good. This is a unisex bathroom, so you would be welcome in this one too. It would be man or woman. I had something in my eye. What time is it? 12:45? Rebecca. Oh my gosh. Well, there goes my face of the day. And I've got lots of pimples, guys. Oh gosh, no, I'm starting to feel it hurt again. Right here. Oh no. Do you like my braids? Okay, maybe I'll wear them more often. It's kind of like the quick get it out of my face kind of thing. I may need to get a tissue. My eye's still tearing up. Look like Pippi? Oh, nice. My birthday's in September. So what's the hair plan? I don't know, you tell me. I usually just get a trim. I want it to get longer. There's pictures of me with my hair longer, and I want to show them to you. But, I mean, I liked it longer. And then I had to cut it all off because it died from me trying to make it blonde over COVID. I got it done at a salon, blonde. Yeah, I know. I got it done blonde. My brother and his fiance gifted me with like a fancy salon appointment. I never like spend money on like things like hair and nails and stuff. I just do it all myself. I don't know. If I have money to spend, I want to spend it on things that help me be creative. And then like traveling's really expensive, and I don't do it very often, but it's like, oh gosh, so expensive. And I've got a big trip coming up next year and a couple this year. I'm not like, I like to travel with somebody. Get the Sinead. So I did my hair hot pink once. No, I was just talking about the wishes because I was thinking, oh, there's not enough time to go hug Scott. And then I was like, there's enough time for everything is my mantra. It's a retraining of myself, retraining my own thinking about the stress that comes up, the anxiety that arises when I think, oh no, I don't have time. And then I miss out on things, like hugging my friend or whatever. You had hot pink hair, you loved it. I loved my hot pink hair so much. I was in high school when that happened. And I was in a play, and they said, if you come to rehearsal next week with hot pink hair, you're not going on stage as Mama Rose. Yeah, Mama Rose. It's like such a great role. So I dyed my hair brown. And they made me wear a wig anyway. Santa Barbara? No, I haven't. Maybe I should do something like that. I want to go. I don't want to go by myself, and I need to like a little friend group together. Maybe Dan Walks will go do something fun with me. He's my new favorite friend. Not that I play favorites. I love them all, but I love Dan Walks very much. What's depressing my life as ASLC? Oh, as LC. Who's LC? Oh, no face, you're funny. Brittany now or... No. When I was little, everybody used to touch my hair. I want to braid it. I had long, beautiful hair, and everyone wanted to braid my hair, and I hated people wanting to touch it. So I cut it all off. I wonder, it's like when Brittany cut her hair, it's probably from like people trying to like pull at her in every direction, control her. It's like a stance of like autonomy, I don't know for sure because I don't know her, but I have compassion when I think about it. Yeah, so unfair that I had to wear a wig. I know what you're talking about, no face, but I would go crazy too if I'd been going through what she'd been going through. I think any normal human would. She went through a lot. And we don't see what went on at her behind the scenes. And like, I am by no means like anything close to any kind of famous. Like, I consider myself like well known in a very small niche of, demographic. Like, you guys know who I am, but like in general, I'm not. But I'm like was getting like tons of messages of this and that, and like people pulling at me, and like I can't imagine somebody like a Britney caliber who like everywhere she goes, she can't like be anonymous. She can't like, everyone wants something of her, and if she says I'm sorry, I'm too busy, then she gets hate, like, oh, she doesn't care about it. Like there's a lot of behind the scenes that everyone doesn't see, and that I'm sure, you know, she was going through even worse than it looked. Right, My Life as Elsie. Who's Elsie? My Life as Elsie. No, that's my question for you. Nobody? You're not? Elsie is nothing? No, it's something. You should tell me. When's my turn? So what are you guys up to today? I work later. That's why I'm on a time crunch. Oh. My life with tinnitus is my life with Elsie. Yeah, you don't have a wrench on this one. It was so healing to go to Thailand. Who here has been to Thailand? I felt, I'm telling you, after that relationship ended, I felt like so like too like, I don't want to say anything because like I don't want to say like too all the negative things to be attractive, like too unattractive in all the different ways. Like my time is over. Because as the relationship was coming to an end over a long time, it was like a slowly progressing like neglect that I was going through in my relationship, even though like, and I didn't know why. It was because he was cheating a lot, and so I felt like unattractive in every way, and anyway, getting out of the United States, especially during the holiday season, it was like from Thanksgiving through New Year's I went there, and I just like lived there. I like rented a house and lived there, and it was great. When I was out there, I'm like, this is therapeutic. I should do this every year. And actually, the longer you stay out there, the more money you save, because it's so inexpensive to like eat, live, and I mean the rent's getting higher just because people are realizing all that stuff. The rent's getting higher, but it's so healing. And I found myself again, and I found my confidence again, and I took Muay Thai classes every day. I'd like walk down there and like beat up that punching bag, and I went to the class, and I was like, hey guys, everyone in the class, like I just moved here and I'm only here for a month and I want to make friends with all of you. And so if you're going to the market or whatever, here's my number. And I made friends with a lot of the people, and made some good, I'm still in touch with a lot of them. Got stronger emotionally and physically. Oh my God, no face, you're so funny. I don't think that'll happen. But speaking of, now that we have some time together, post the link, Gin and Tonica. You can post it. I fully support Josiah, and he's been through a lot. Holy moly, that guy. And he's a good person too. I like Josiah a lot. Was I a kindergarten teacher? I was a kindergarten teacher. Raise your hand next time. I was a kindergarten teacher. I've taught from preschool through 8th grade formally, in a classroom in a school setting, and then otherwise I just really like working privately instead. I transitioned to private, and I just like it so much better because it's more flexible. Do you guys want to watch me get my hair cut, or should I end it and then hop back on when I'm done? What do you think? You're gonna have to give me an answer because I think she's done now. Should I set you up and have everyone later be like, why does Mindy think everyone cares about her haircut? I can keep talking to you, that's why. It's kind of boring for me, getting my haircut. Is there nobody chatting? Nobody's gonna answer me? Yeah. Haircut, you wanna watch it? Okay, yeah, of course. Okay, thank you. I want you to be with me. I miss you when you're gone. Gonna miss me when I'm gone. But this is something I wanted to say. I want to put up, I want to go through my old videos and put up like old videos. I was starting to like cut out, here, I'll tell you guys in a minute. I was starting to cut out like moments from, good? How are you, Concepcion? Can I introduce you to all my friends? I'm going to set you guys up. No, me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Look at me. This is my favorite hair stylist, Concepcion.
Thank you.
And these are all my friends, all of them.
Oh yeah? All of them.
All of them. So I'm gonna start looking through all my old video stuff, and I've been finding stuff like even from like 2 weeks ago, where even from like just a trim. I want it to grow as long as possible, so the help me grow my hair back to what it was before I destroyed it and had to cut it all off. Remember when it turned green, Concepcion?
Yeah.
She remembers that it turned green and she had to try to help me fix it. There was no fixing it. She did her best. It's getting it better. It's getting better. I'm getting a lot more gray hair, I noticed. All right, guys, feel free to go and check out Josiah's link. Her name is Concepcion. This hair salon is Nunez Hair Salon on Santa Monica. She's my favorite. She's always there for me. I call her my hair doctor. Don't I call you the doctor? I'm like, you're the doctor. So tell me what you think, guys. So I found some from just like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, if I post this, like positive interactions from that night. I had so many videos that night that I just posted like 7 of them, and then I like pooped out and fell asleep. Is it too late to post ones about that day now? I feel like people are gonna be like, oh, that's. And then there's some things that like happened out my window a long time ago, many years ago in my old apartment. And I have videos of that too, but I didn't have any kind of media presence, so I didn't have anyone to show it to, so I just kind of have those videos. Like, what about old things like that? Is that interesting for me to, what do you want to see? So if you went to my TikTok, I just posted this one from a long time, many years ago, out my window. I lived right on Santa Monica and Western, and so stuff would happen outside my window all the time. Hi, Grandma. Just as small as you can, I want it to be healthy, and like right now it just looks dead. So I understand you have to cut some. I had a really great vantage point for some crazy stuff going on, like there was all the street was taken up by fire departments. They're all saying hi to you, Concepcion. Do you think I need any kind of a treatment on my hair? Is it dying? Looks good? Okay. Taking good care of it? Should I do the, what's it called? The oil. Castor oil. Should I put castor oil on it? I don't even do it every day with the conditioner and shampoo. Like every other day I'll condition and shampoo it. Sometimes I'll sleep in castor oil. I'm just getting a trim, shy girl. Yeah, I was taking everyone through Hollywood and to some. We stopped at the Blue Building, and I'm on a time crunch because I work later. But you guys joined me walking here, and I'm getting a trim, much needed trim. I know I kind of like left it hanging on YouTube. I'm like, for a much needed ... Was that tricky? I wasn't trying to be tricky. I was just like, ooh. Yeah, I did give a shout out to the business. Nunez Hair Salon on Santa Monica. Hi, Evidence. Aw, big hearts to you, shy girl. You see Crew shampoo? Are you a hair person, Evidence? Got some good shampoo. Oh, okay. Crew shampoo. I've been using Pros. Have you heard of Pros, Concepcion? Pros hair stuff? Pros? You know? What do you think about that? It's like a prescription hair stuff?
No, the cross is just like more vegan.
Oh. Coconut oil is your favorite mask? Please tip the hairologist. Oh, I always tip her. Do you think she would do a good job on my haircut if I came every day? She would never make an appointment with me. She's busy. She's very popular. I have to call her before I come. She knows it's me because I call like 3 times. And then I text her. Coconut oil is good for everything, Danny Brink. You're right. Everything. I tried. So, Evidence, what happened is I tried Pros. It's like they've been advertised on everything pretty much that I'm on. And so I was like, I'll give it a try because it's like they'll give you your money back and like return the product if you didn't like it. So I'm like, it's kind of expensive. I don't usually spend money on like vanity things. This was kind of expensive, but wow, did it help like kind of heal my hair. And I liked it so much. Then I bleached it again and destroyed all the hard work that I'd done with the Pros. But I was like, I'm never not gonna do this this shampoo and conditioner Pros because it made such a huge difference. Then I don't know. After I accidentally bleached it again. I say accidentally because I didn't know I was bleaching it. I was just like, oh, here's a box dye. Oh, everyone else should tip their hairologist. Yes, you should. Hair tech. So funny. So yeah, okay, I need to get more active. I miss you guys so much. I was working on like stuff behind the scenes and it all kind of fell apart. Very disappointing, very discouraging. But I tried. Just put me where you want me. I don't know actually, Kilari. I know the police came. They took his report. Bye, Evidence. So glad to see you in here. See you next time. French braid? Not to myself. Oh yeah, actually I have. I I used to do this really cute French braid thing, like a French braid hairband. I used to do it myself. My arms would get so tired trying to do it. I used to have bangs too. I think I looked good with bangs. And you don't need to dry it or anything. Just trim, yeah.
You want to see it?
Sure. Thanks. Oh, look, I see my friend. Yeah.
Okay.
Looks good. Thanks. Right back. Out of control and only you can fix it, or when I do something stupid like accidentally turn it green. Let me throw this away. Can I put this in here? Thanks. Have a good one. All right, we're out. That was so quick. What time is it? All right. She is so fast. Hold on. I'll be honest, like I never like my hair right away, so I can't even look at it. Don't look at it, Mindy. It's just fresher. It feels so short. Oh well, this is kind of a. No, Mindy, don't do it. I always complain. That's why I like her. It's because she knows me. She knows me. And it's just something inside, a Mindy problem, totally a Mindy problem. By Miss Concepcion. She's really nice. I love her actually. She's always been there for me through all of my hair traumas. It looks good. I don't love it, to be honest. I never do. Maybe when it dries. What I like is when it dries nice and curly. It's like the top layers they die faster, so it's like I end up with this like mullet type of, I don't like that. I don't like the mullet lengths. Okay, so I'll sleep in some coconut oil, Dorothy? You think I should sleep in it? Don't look at us looking at your hair. What's this big bump on your forehead? I think you might have cancer. You guys. I'm so glad I'm not a model. I would my feelings would be hurt like every day. Because I'm not. I'm just like, this is who I am. Am I trying to grow out my hair for only my entire life? You notice? Did you just notice that? Mullet Mindy? Thanks. Google it. I don't know how those streets, okay, who was watching last night? Cam. Who was watching Cam last night? Or who was watching me watching Cam last night? On the, I was like so dumbfounded by like, how are you holding your two phones like that? He doesn't need a tripod. He's holding both phones like balanced in his fingers. And then did you see when he started to charge his phone? And he had his charger and he just stuck it in like another finger. I'm like, wow, he's got his body is a tripod and it's got a charger holder attachment. Brilliant. Cam's the best. But I don't know how those, like in Chris, like he just holds it. I don't know how people do it without a tripod. You saw that? Castor oil and coconut oil. Yeah, I'm gonna do castor. I'll sleep in castor oil tonight. Oh, Grandma, thanks. Oh my gosh. Guys, it's supposed to be healing. It'll be gone before you know it. Everyone noticed. I gotta repart my hair. You didn't know? I've been trying to grow it out forever. I had to cut it all off because of I tried to bleach it myself and I turned it green. Like not even a cool green. Like a poop brown baby poopy brown green. You could give me pointers, D? Why don't you just do it for me? Can I come over? Can I come over right now? Can I run over right now? I'm running. Okay, you better be home. I'll be there in like 4 hours, okay? Just because I take a lot of breaks when I'm running. Name it. What was I saying? Forgot. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. Check this out. So this is I think it's a Russian church. I only know because my friend who's Russian said that's his church. But I never went inside. I was always like, gosh, what a beautiful building. I live right here. I've lived here for 10 years on that corner, right upstairs from Concepcion. Not anymore. Now I live in Hollywood. That way. But I'd always see that building. You can't see it around this apartment complex. Hold on, trying to get around the building. Blink, blink. Huh. Maybe I should just jump on one of those. And I'd probably drop my phone. That's another thing. Like, how Streets drives with those, and he reads the chat, and he holds it with his hand. I don't know how they do that. Queen of me, thank you for understanding me. Yeah, I worry about like hurting someone's feelings when I talk how I don't like my haircut, but I never like it right away. I never do. Hey, sweet Lily love. So we have a surprise. We're not stopping. We're not stopping. We have a surprise location. I hope nobody comes out and fucks with me because I'm walking by. Am I going the right way? Maybe we're not as close as I thought. Thanks, Gloria. So yeah, okay, so before I get to the location, I can talk to you. So yeah, I was going back through old videos and I'm like, I should post this, I should post that. And I'm like, oh, this is too old. Like I posted an old video once and everyone's like it wasn't even old. It was like when we went to the police station for when Danny got arrested. And I thought it was important to share that because just to cut it out. And everyone was like, oh my God, Danny's getting arrested right now. Oh my God, Mindy, why are you starting a big problem? Am I going right? Anyway, So because it was old. But I have, like, for example, I have a couple of videos from 2 weeks ago from when I went out. And then I also saw on Reddit, people were like, gosh, you only post old videos. So, I don't know. Maybe actually it's that way that I want to go. No, I'll stay this way. Thank you, KT. I actually like really did like myself when I was blonde. I really did like being blonde. But when I was blonde, everybody would say, they'd see pictures of me as a brunette and they'd be like, wow, your hair looks so nice brown. Your eyes pop, this and that. You should go back to brown. And when I went back to brown, they're like, yeah, you guys are right. Actually, I miss my old, like, cause it would have the natural curls. My hair would have the natural curls. So I'd go back to brown and then everybody was like, oh, your hair was so hot when it was blonde. I'm like, it's not my hair that you liked. It's my face from 10 years earlier. You liked my younger face, so did I. How far is the walk? Quite a ways. Quite a ways. A couple miles? I don't know exactly. I'll check on my steps later. How many steps did you do today, Mindy? I don't know. I'll check it out after I get home. Ask me again. Window tints. Is that where all the police go to get their windows tinted illegally? Because they all have illegally tinted windows. You gone to Disneyland as your workout? Oh my God, I did the whole running around Disney. You can walk many miles going around Disney, especially like the way I do it. I go with a bunch of friends. Well, I haven't gone in many years. Well, I've gone like 2 or 3 times in many years just because working with different kids, I've gone with them, but I don't really consider that going to Disneyland. But when I go, or when I used to go, there was the lightning passes, and I would run to one area on the other side of the park and grab the lightning passes for everyone, and then run back and meet them all in line at the other ride. And when that ride was over, I'd run with everyone's passes and get the next one or whatever. I was the runner. When I was younger, I was very overweight, and I thought I'd hate exercising, that I never would be a person who'd ever run even for like need. I just wouldn't even do it even if I needed to. But really, it was because I lived in Texas and it was so hot and so humid. 40 pounds? You lost 40 pounds, tinnitus? Yeah, I would run. I remember on my birthday, I was dressed like kind of like a sexy Tinkerbell, and I almost got kicked out on my birthday once. I have a picture of myself, what I wore that day. Looking back, I probably should have known better. Younger Mindy was definitely more costumey in the way that she dressed. Oh. Thanks for coming with me around on my little Hollywood adventure. Tinker Mindy? All right. So, yeah, maybe, I don't know, it's like, Mindy, think about more things to like make and post. I have a lot of old things. I don't have any really good ideas for today and tomorrow and like present day. I've been working so hard on this behind the scenes stuff that went wrong, that exploded, that now that I'm just like, fine, fuck it. That I don't know what else to put my time to. I was so focused on that. What else do I have? Think of something else. That idea came to you. Think of another one, right? Offers topics. I have like auditions that I've done. So like, are you familiar with self-taping? Like the way that self-taping works? That you get a friend to come and read the other person's lines for you, and you record yourself saying your lines in front of a blank wall. I have some, I would never ask somebody to do it for me. I really hate being asked to do it for other people. So I don't ask people to do it for me. So I just double do it. Like I read both lines and then I splice it all together. I've never like gotten an audition from that way, but it's been really fun to practice my editing and also quick memorization and creative, like posting the lines wherever they need to be around the room for me to kind of look at it, where a character would be and read the lines, because you don't have a lot of time to make these, sometimes just one day. So anyway, I have some of those I could post. Like, hey, here's when I'm gonna be auditioning for Slim Fast. I have one of those. You ever seen like that with friends? You know, he had to film himself reading lines. Yeah, you had to be someone else. Yeah. I don't think this goes through. Do I have the time? I don't know if I have time to do this. Hey, Cynthia from Cincinnati. How are you? Funny answer, Dan Brink. What did he say? Oh my gosh, everybody's saying LOL, Dan. What did you say? You swearing is like a Disney character behind the scenes. I swear. It's not such a big deal. I'm an English teacher, and I actually think it's really important to teach people the bad words too, so they don't sound stupid when they're around people who are swearing. It's controversial point that when I work with kids, I teach them the swear words. I mean, with the parents' permission, of course. That's my style. I'm a different kind of teacher. I do declare. It looks good? Hope so. Think someone will marry me this year? Just kidding. Doesn't happen. Get in costume and perform musical numbers? Oh, thanks. My life with tinnitus. I'll do some more walking and singing videos. Walking and singing. Ate my 12 grapes under the table on New Year's Eve, so fingers crossed. Oh, yeah, a lot of people were doing that. I didn't do that. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Hey, no noise. Oh, thanks, KT. That's nice of you. Really nice of you. So yeah, just as a recap for you, some of you who, I don't know, maybe none of you are new. Maybe we've all been here since my haircut. But I've been working really hard like non-stop really hard behind the scenes on some projects that like weren't a total waste actually, but didn't go the way I wanted them to, which was like in the way of extreme progress. And so it took me away from you guys for a long time. It took me away from protesting. It took me away from, because all my, like even like right up from before work to like after work, my breaks on work were spent like following up on like this and that thing I can't tell you, but big thing. Foiled around every corner. Sometimes by people who are supposed to be helpful. Sometimes by people who are supposed to be on the same side. That aside. The point is, it took me away from you guys. And now I'm back to let you know I can really shake them down. Ba 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 ba, do you love me? I can really move. Oh, do you love me? I'm in the groove. Oh, do you love me? Do you love me? I love you too in Canada. Really no noise. Do you love me now? Tell me about it. No noise. I wasn't looking. Tell me, I'm finding it. Can we find the article? YouTube Santa Monica close-up. No noise, can you? Did it happen like just now? Like while we're talking and walking or what? Okay, I believe you. Could you possibly just say, hi who? Oh, hi who? That's your cat. And you want your brow. Okay, say it right now. Really? So they had a booth in Santa Monica over the weekend. Tell me more. Hi, who? Tell us more of what happened in the story. If we were on TikTok, I'd bring you into the box so you could tell them yourself. They were fired for vending without a license. Fined for vending without a license. Wow. But I didn't have a license when I vended down there. Yes, I vended down there. And I was a busker on Hollywood Boulevard before. I sold my little children's books. Fined for no permit. I didn't have a permit either. It's weird. None of them do. None of them have a permit. I mean, I'm not complaining that they got fined. Just like, did they just, well, how did that happen? They had to shut it down. Pack it up? Did they pack it up? Am I going the right way? One second, let me just see if I'm going the right way. That was a weird face that it ended on. Yes, I am going the right way. A booth with a massage table. Scientology massage. So that's like I've had the Thai massage. Have you had the Psy massage? It massages your brain. It gets everything out of your brain. Massages. Look at the video, huh? But no noise. Do you know how to reach out to me on Instagram? It's just @MindyWillens. Can you please send that to me? Just because I forget everything. As soon as I hang up, I forget everything. That's my brainwash. Bleep. Okay, what else is going on today? Like, totally forget. You don't know how to get a hold of me on? Does anyone? Dan Brink, can you send me the link? Or anyone? I encourage you to, though, no noise. Send me on Instagram so that, or TikTok or something, so I can have a contact with you. I really enjoy the like personal connection that I've made with so many of you over this few months, and I want to keep it going. I was hanging out with How many of you guys have known me since the beginning? I was hanging out with No Name D. Are you still on here? She's the best. I love her so much. One of my favorite people out here. And she's my mod, and she's my friend. And I was talking to her, and okay, it's off. Wi-Fi is off. So, she didn't know about my plant days. So, and that made me realize, like, that was such a huge thing for me. Like, a huge part of my, like, what colored me out there was, like, being out there, and, like, anyone who looked probably thinking I'm a plant. And I have it in mind all the time. Because, you know, even though it's not presently happening for you guys, it is in my, like, what made me who I am today. And two, enough time passes and, like, there's a new reality created. It's like when my sister died, it was like she was part of my whole life. My sister, my best friend too. She was part of my whole life. And everyone who knew me, like, knew she was a huge part of my life. And then enough time passes after she dies, and now I've got no friends, nobody in my life who even met her or knew her at all, let alone, like, knows that, like, she's like a whole part of me that's no longer there. And it took a long time for that to happen, but now it's like the very few friends I still have that also knew her are so cherished by me that like, that's the only place where she still lives on. Thanks, No Face. All right, so here we go. Well, here we are. This is our surprise location. You guys know where we are. I don't recognize it without DOA's van. Here's what it looks like during the daytime. We are at the Celebrity Center. We are at La Poubelle, the trash can. The famous trash can. Poop, poop. Yeah, you guys feel like you know my sister through me. I'm the one who she lives on in me and everyone else who she loved. Oh my gosh, you could see through these during the day. Wow, there's a person over there. Do you see a guy? He's on the phone or something. No, he's on a radio. Lovely day. You been in Scientology? Oh no, wow, no noise. Oh, there he goes. Oh, I hear a radio. Well, should I ask him anything? You don't have to go in on my account. It's a beautiful day. I'd love to talk to you. Do you ever get a day off? Just curious. Huh. You can really see inside during the day. I need to come by during the day and show you guys when I have more time. Call your family. Do you want me to call your family? Right? That's another one. Do you want me to call your family for you? Do you live in the... That's another question I have. Do you live in there? Religious services in progress. That's like the going out of sale sign that's always there. The way to happiness. Huh. I didn't expect to see that. Ooh, you can really see through here during the day. Huh. Hi. Oh my God, no face, you're right. Didn't want anybody to know where I was going until I got there. Was it totally who said that about my head? Pointing out my pimple? I'm not stopping thinking about it. You thought I had forehead cancer? I forgive you totally. But my pimple doesn't! What time is it? Shoot. I gotta get home. Here we go. Alright. Give him his own channel. Danny Frank. I used to live in I used to work in Madonna's house. That was right under the Hollywood sign. It was so cool. It's got this. It's on the top of this mountain or hill, whatever, and there's this winding driveway up there to the top. And I remember my first day of my interview. I drove up to the top. So I'm going up this winding driveway, and I was thinking like back to all the old days and the party days probably, and like the history of people like driving up this driveway and going, ooh, I'm going into a Madonna party. And I taught a kid how to swim in that pool. This is why I work with kids, not owned by her anymore. And I was like, gosh, if the bubbles in this jacuzzi could talk. I should have just gone. Maybe I will just go this way. It was a really neat on the inside. Ooh, and I met Brad Pitt there. And he looked at me and said hi. I bet I have the video of it still. And I like had my, because I'm an idiot, and I was like, had my camera. Just like recording as I walked by. I don't do that. Like, I've met lots of celebrities, and I don't do that. But I was like, Brad Pitt's coming over here. He was really handsome in person, by the way. Who's Steve? What do you mean? Oh, really? And his entire family? My life? Tell us about that. You want more of these stories? Oh my God, I've got so many. I've got so many. Some of them I'm not allowed to talk about. Tom Hanks is cool. Yeah, I love Tom Hanks. I'm friends with members of his family. Like, really good friends. But I never met him. So, a story you could talk about, that I can talk about? Okay. I worked, my second favorite because that my favorite I'm not allowed to talk about, but it's so fun and cool. I wish I could talk about my favorite. But my second favorite was working for this, oh wow, you went to Club 33 and he was there. What a cool experience. Rebel Wilson that same time. Ooh, wow. Like, I went to Club 33 one time. So I'm still gonna go anyway. I'm going anyway. I'm running. Okay, I'm a rule breaker. Oh, by the way, this church here, there was this guy that I was kind of dating, and I wanted to stop dating him because he made me feel really disrespected, the way that he would be kind of like handsy when he was handsy like in front of my family, and it made me feel disrespected because I asked him not to. And he left his glasses, and he kept trying to get them back, but by calling me at like 11 at night or midnight to come and get them. So I put them at that church in the lost and found with his name, and I called him and I was like, you can get it in anytime at that church. It's in the lost and found under your name. Continue the story. No, you're not interrupting. So my favorite, who I worked for, I'm embarrassed because I don't even know how to pronounce her last name. It's Katie Siegel. Is it Siegel? I don't know her. Siegel or Seagal? I don't know. Katie. Anyway, she was Peg Bundy in Married with Children. Yes, Peggy Bundy. And also the voice of Leela in Futurama, and she was in Sons of Anarchy. Oh wow, she was in my dream last night. It's weird that I just mentioned it. Seagal, thank you. I'm bad with names. I know who she is, obviously, and during my interview with her, she's so nice. She's so humble. She's actually, I've gone to see her perform as a singer. She's a really good singer and just a really wonderful person too. I have only wonderful things to say about her. During my interview with her, she was like, oh, you were born in Chicago? And I was like, yeah, are you from Chicago? And she goes, no, but a lot of characters I play are from Chicago. I'm an actress. And I'm like, I know. You're the voice of my childhood. I didn't say I know you're the voice of my childhood. That's why I said mentally. I said that. Smart House. Yep, you got it. She's just great. So cute, right? Gosh, the ones I really want to tell you I can't. But they were so great. I've got one person, one time, one like VIP seat to like pretty incredible moments where like I was sitting there going like, I'm the only one who's seeing this right now. If you knew what I was talking about, you'd be like, what? But I can't tell you. Give us hints. Okay. No! I can't. I can't because I'll just tell you the whole thing. I'm reliving it in my mind right now. So, oh, here we are back at the Pantages. Just don't say the person's name. Okay. See how I can tell you this. Famous character from a classic TV show. It's not so classic that's black and white, so it's in color, like more recent classic. Supporting character who had a famous dance that he invented under his character's name. Okay? And it kind of goes like this. That's all I'll say about that. And I walked in and I was talking to the son, and I was like, and the son was dancing, and I was like, oh, how do you feel like being the son of somebody, I said the person's name, who invented the such and such dance named for the character he played? And the kid said, what do you mean? What is the name of the dance? What is that dance? And I said to the dad, he doesn't know about the fill in the blank name of the person's character. And I was in the room alone with him and his son as he taught his son that dance that is super famous. I cannot confirm or deny tinnitus. I cannot confirm or deny. I will not. But yeah, right? So it was such a wholesome moment. I was like looking around like, how did I get so lucky as to be in the room at this very moment and watch this? He sat for like, it was like a good amount of time teaching him, and like, no, not like that, and like this, and like, he's a good teacher. He's a really, really wonderful person. It's super cool. One of my favorite people that I've worked with, or for, you know, their family. And one thing I do with the families that I work with is our babysitter said she was invited to his house for a pool party. So their kids were friends. Oh, I don't know who you're talking about, Jen, but if it's who I was thinking of, I might have been the person in the pool playing with the kids. Because I was that for quite a few of the parties. And I taught them to swim. He's super, super nice. They don't know about, I haven't talked to them since I stopped working with them. Oh, here we are at the, let's see if we can get it before. Ready? Ha! Oh. Usually there's a person ducking right behind that corner, but I always miss it, so. Oh well, gotta get home. Oh my God, I need to get home now. Hey Sharon. All right, I've got lots more stories. Maybe we'll do some more like walks and story time talks. And meanwhile, I should probably hang up so I could really run home. So I have to get showered and go to work. And I don't really have enough time. There's enough time for everything. There's enough time for everything. See, that's how I stop myself. I'm retraining my brain. Journey is not a straight line. My son is on the spectrum and doesn't know how to swim yet. Do I do swimming lessons still? Yeah. I mean, I do literally whatever parents will pay me to do. I'm a teacher and I've taught everything from chess to swimming to 7th grade math to like English to people who don't speak English at all. Math. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Music, art, and drama. I was officially like the formal school teacher for music, art, and drama. But whatever parents will pay me to teach their kids, I've just got a way with kids. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna say any names. Yeah, Dan Brink, did you want to say something? Hey, you know the famous Hollywood police station that we're always at with the stars on the ground and everything, and the the meanies inside. It's on Wilcox. This is Wilcox right here. It's up like three blocks, 3 big blocks that way. So whenever we're over there at the station, the Wilcox station, Hollywood Boulevard. Sharon, who? What are you talking about, Sharon? Yeah, a lot of the kids that oh, you were singing, Dan Brink? I know, how those are. Be patient, Mindy, there's no time for everything. Oh, of kids for years. I thought you meant specific people, like you're trying to say somebody specific. There's one thing I like. I love Concepcion, the way she does my hair, and I don't think there's anything she can do to change this part. There's probably just nothing that she can do about it, but I feel like whenever she cuts it, like the top layer is shorter and shorter, and the bottom layer is able to stay longer, and it feels very mullet. When it dries up and it curls up, I end up liking it, but I always want the top layer to grow, but I think the top layer gets dead at the bottom at a faster rate than the bottom layer. Probably sun damage. I was told that I should put lemon in my, I don't know. I heard that lemon will make it nice and soft, but I think the acid would kill it, don't you think? Do you guys know? Yeah, every day with me is an adventure, and I like to run my errands, as you can see. I've got fitness goals, guys. Fitness goals long since neglected. Love this restaurant here, Tequila. No, thanks. Oh, thanks, Stan Brink. My eye still hurts. All right, I should say goodbye to you guys. Windy Mindy. I have a friend who used to call me that. I'd call her Shanna Banana, and she hated it. She's like, everyone calls me Shanna Banana. So she started calling me Windy Mindy. And so when we'd write music together, we'd say it was written by Windy Banana. And I drew this little logo of a banana, and like the peels opening was the bottom of the dress, you know? And like a wind was blowing it up like she was Marilyn Monroe. That was fun. Bye-bye, Dan Brink. Bye, Eva. Bye, Jen. Oh, wow. Thanks, Jen. Lemon will bleach or lighten my hair. Oh, no. Is Jess a fitness influencer? I'm never trying to be a fitness influencer, by the way. I cannot. I watch those videos. I watch those videos of like, you know, I've done all the Richard Simmons and all the ones. I used to have a huge collection of fitness videos I'd do with them because I wouldn't go to the gym. And I always think like I could never like talk while I'm doing this. I could barely keep up, let alone talk while I'm doing this. Look, there's a Scientology building, guys. But I have to go to work. Wow, Jen, that means a lot to me. Don't put lemon in my hair. Okay, I won't. Love you guys. Have a great day.